How's it look, Eleanor? Does it look good? Yeah? You're gonna make it look super nice? Perfect. Wow, that looks great. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Gunpowder and Freedom. Oh, it kills me to do this video, but you know, I kind of have to. At some point in time, I need to do it. Just trying to kill some time this morning, waiting for my buddy Don to get here to, you know, get the mini split unit finalized and set up. So I figured I would bust out my favorite tools. If you can't tell, that is some extreme sarcasm, and if you can see it in the background, that's my drywall stuff. Oh, I hate this. I already hate this. So I'm just gonna kind of go ahead and get started with finishing the drywall up here. Figured I would start up here on this wall, that way I could work on getting this middle seam taped, and then start on the screw holes. I don't know how far I'm gonna get, but I can at least do this seam, these screw holes, maybe get this seam up here, this seam, and then the reason I'm not really saying this seam is because I need to go get some corner bead. If you don't know what that is, it's just pieces of, I think it's drywall tape with a piece of metal that makes these corners nice and crisp. So I want to get those to have those here so that I'm ready. I probably don't have to run them all as one piece, the tape down these seams, but I can at least get started. And if it seems like I'm rambling, it's because I am, because I'm trying to do really anything to avoid starting this godforsaken process. Anybody that does this for a living, I have no idea how you do it. I can't stand it. I hate everything about it, and I can't wait to sub it out for the next house. So God bless you guys. Well, I'm gonna get the time-lapse camera set up and get started. Alright, so I got this first little bit of taping done, filled in the screw holes there. Didn't have much drywall mud left in my pan, so I just started kind of going down this row, filling in the screw holes. But all in all, I mean, this is, I don't want to jinx myself, but this is going pretty smooth. Frankly, you know, I've made my opinion clear on drywall. I hate it. It's the worst part for me of any construction, whether it's remodel, new build, whatever. I hate drywall, but I'm not completely hating this just yet. And I think part of the reason is because I'm just trying to take my time and do a nice job. Whereas before it's like, I know I hate it, so I just try to hammer it out and rush through it real quick. So, I mean, I say that now, but I have a lot more to go. But let's just hope that that kind of mentality and attitude stays intact, of just take your time, do a nice job, and maybe you'll enjoy it a little bit more. All right guys, now that I got the mini split unit all hooked up and running, it is a comfortable 65 degrees in the garage area, which is going to be really nice for the drywall. Now there are some features on this that I'm not sure if I covered in the actual mini split unit, but here's the remote for it. You can set and adjust your temperature. There's a boost button, so if you really need it to kind of heat up a little quicker than normal, like let's say I want to set it at 70, but you know, hey, I'd like it to be 70 in a few minutes. You hit the boost, it ramps up your compressor, and it really just blows the hot air in. You can set timers, you can set, you know, if I want it to just maintain 60, but then like at 6 a.m. I'd like it to be, you know, start warming up to 65 or something, you can do that. So a lot of features with that, but it's basically, it's really gonna help me get this drywall work done, because now, as you can see, I got a lot of stuff cleared out of here. I don't have to have the torpedo heater running, and you know, along with that, you don't really have the fumes that come with the torpedo heater. So my throat's already feeling a ton better, and yeah, it's pretty slick. So with all that being said, I only have a little bit of time this morning, so I'm going to try to get another section of the drywall on it, and just kind of keep pushing forward with it. All right, everybody, just kind of wanted to give you a slight update. Everything's going pretty well. I haven't actually gotten out to Home Depot to get my corner bead for like my exterior corners, my outside corners, whatever you want to call them. And then I was gonna get the walls nice and flat before I started doing my inside corners with my tape, as well as my wall ceiling joints, corners, whatever, again, whatever you want to call them. But just kind of working my way around. As I'm working my way, you know, obviously this isn't all at one time. This has been over multiple days now. I have this wall behind me first coated all the way around to just outside of this corner. I just did that earlier today. But as I'm going, I am going back and kind of topping off the screw holes, because as they dry, they do kind of sink a little bit with you know, whatever air is trapped behind there. So I feel like just kind of going back and touching them up a second time before I actually sand them is going to really help, you know, maybe even eliminating touching them up after I sand. Yes, I still hate drywall. However, I'm still kind of at the same point I was when I first started this, where like, it's not that bad, because I feel like with taking my time, knowing that this is going to be a process, and just kind of knowing what I got myself into, it's kind of helping me maybe be at peace a little bit more with it. Do I want to do this for a living? No, not even a little bit. But am I completely unhappy and miserable when I'm doing this? Nope. not this time. So that's a pretty nice feeling. So I guess after all this is said and done, on with the show. Alright guys, so now that the first coat of mud is all done on the walls, I still need to go around and kind of touch up these screw holes. As I said earlier, as those dry, they tend to shrink and leave you with little dimples again. So just touch those up before I start sanding. Today, unfortunately, I'm going to have to get started on the part of this that I was really dreading, which is the sealing. I have a tool coming from Amazon to do my corners, to help me mud the corners a little bit faster. So I'm hoping that those are here by the time I'm done working on these ceilings. And yeah, I mean, frankly, I don't think I'm gonna get the ceilings done today because I am fully expecting to have some back and neck issues halfway through this. However, first order of business before I do that is I need to get all this stuff behind me cleared back because I am going to be spreading plastic. I fully anticipate on dropping drywall mud. I would like to try to keep this floor as stain free as possible because once everything's done, I am going to power wash this, and there is a plan to either stain it or do like a paint and chip finish on it just to kind of dress it up, since it'll be my office. I'll have friends over to watch games and stuff on it. You know, for a garage project, this is really turning into something. This is why I shouldn't be in charge of building our next house. But anyways, yeah, that's the plan for today. Clear this out, spread plastic, start mudding the ceiling. Okay, there it is. The bigger of the two, the more pain in the butt ceiling is first coat mudded and taped. Mudded? I got the first coat of mud and tape on it. So this ceiling here, the vaulted ceiling, cathedral, whatever you want to call it, should be so much easier and faster because I just have the two seams going up, two seams there, one in the middle of the flat spot, and then I'll do these corners when I'm doing the rest of the corners. But for right now, I mean, holy smokes, I feel like I've been on a ladder just non-stop for the last 4 hours. My back hurts, my neck hurts. I'm gonna go inside and take a break, and we'll get the rest of this. We'll finish this first coat of mud and tape tomorrow because my back can't really take any more ladder work for the day. So I'll see you guys then. So I'm going to try to do this one-handed up on this ladder. It kind of scares me because I'm scared of heights. But we have our roller here. Just kind of roll it in the drywall mud, get it all nice and gooped up. And it does help to like really whip the mud up. And maybe even add a little bit of like dish soap or something. There, we got it nice and goopy. Then you just kind of roll it into that corner. Let me bring it in. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna take a lot of mud. Again, I apologize for the angle. Then, we're gonna go ahead and take our corner blade, smooth that out. Nice corner there, and then we'll take our tape, cut it, stick it up in there, and then just like we did down this angle, put some drywall mud on top of it and flatten it out. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get a good angle from up here. I got a lot of tools laying around, so enjoy the time lapse, and I'll give you a once over whenever this is all done. All right, everybody, so there it is. First round of mudding and taping done. Now I know this is gonna be its own video. This was a pretty lengthy process, and despite what you might think, no, I didn't get this all done in one day. Ha ha ha, see, that's a joke because this took me like a week to do. Yeah, okay, so it took me about a week to go around and do all this. Now, I was really trying to take my time and make this first coat nice. That way it would sand and finish a lot easier. Hopefully on the second coat, I can just kind of sand it down and just go around and touch it up real quick and be done. So in order to do that, because I really don't like doing drywall, I would do a little bit until I got to a point where I felt like I was just kind of saying, yeah, that's good enough, or just really starting to let things slide. That's when I said, all right, I need to kind of hold that and call it there, because that's when I start kind of speeding things up, trying to just get it done, and letting my attention to detail start to slip. So realistically, start to finish, if I enjoyed doing this and if I just kind of hammered through it, I probably could have got this all done in 3 days, maybe, doing it myself with my very, very limited experience. Now, by all means, the tips that I gave throughout this video, if they're wrong, then let me know in the comments. I know there's a million different ways to do concrete. Oh boy. I just noticed Eleanor's drawing on my door. Yeah, we gotta put a stop to that. Oh, all right, where was I? So if I gave improper tips, drop me a comment, let me know. I don't like spreading false facts or, you know, information that is wrong. If you saw anything I was doing that I could be doing better, drop me a comment, let me know. You know, I know just from concrete, there's 1.5 million different ways to do things. We found a way that works the best for us. I'm sure that's the case for drywall. So if I read something and I say, hey, that's a good idea, then I'll use it on the next time. Next time being the second coat, but honestly, by the time this video comes out, I'll probably be painted and hopefully done in here. But yeah, I mean, just recapping, you guys went along and did all my vertical and horizontal seams, filled in all of the nail holes, or I'm sorry, screw holes, and yeah, just kind of took it slow and steady. So everything's all sealed up and drying really nice, thanks to my mini split unit there. Thanks again, Dawn, for that. Thanks, Julian, again, for helping me hang the really pain in the butt ceiling. And thank you to Dave for lending me the drywall lift. I was able to get a lot of that done. If you guys saw that video, if not, here's a link. But I was able to get the majority of the ceiling done, actually all of this ceiling done by myself because of that drywall lift. So thanks again, Dave. That was a very big help. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and get cleaned up and let this stuff dry, because I will be renting a drywall sander and vacuum in the next couple days once everything's good and dry. That's gonna sand everything down real nice, really keep the dust to a minimum, and hopefully just kind of hammer that out in a day so I can, like I said, do the touch-ups. So yeah, once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning back in to another episode of Gunpowder and Freedom. If you liked what you saw, please click the like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out our store on Etsy, and I will see you again for round 2, maybe? I don't know what video is coming after this. So either way, I'll see you guys then. Have a great day.